And welcome back to the Console Gaming League PS4 Overwatch Grandmaster Showcase. I'm your host, Salt and Pepper, and Insanity tying up the game after picking Route 66 ended up working out well for them. Space Esports now with the map pick going Oasis, and no surprise there as they had a lot of success on Nepal as the initial control point, so going right back to it here and seeing if they can get a win on a familiar Oasis. Insanity with the momentum now from that previous game though, maybe able to, after 2 games, tighten up a little bit and get the win here. Remains to be seen. I think both teams ready to go, so we get you into Oasis ASAP. Did preemptively swap the teams, so Space now in blue, Insanity on the right in red. Ended up being ultimately unnecessary, but what can you do? It was all just in case. Now again, a Lucio coming out here for Space Esports. Seemed to work out well for them, going back to the Rein Zarya combo, fortifying the Zarya there, Man Bear Pig on the Reinhardt. Ian Calhoun going Moira. A kind of Goats-ish comp. Just double tanking though, and Leo Mercs alive with a little bit more damage in on the Hanzo. First time seeing a fair now as Enjoyable switching over to that aerial threat. Jebster's on the Mercy as well. Again, flexibility from Insanity could help him out here. Light Wolf with the Lucio kind of learned the lesson last time, looking to get to point in quickly, knowing that Space will do just that. Narcoleptic and Vikes back on a Zarya Rein combo as well, liking over to a Hanzo. So fairly similar comps, but going for a little bit more healing brutalist composition. Our Space Esports is Insanity again, using that pharmacy, seeing if they can just kind of split the team from the sky. Fight breaking out immediately. A nice bubble on a Man Bear Pig will kind of get some of the charge up for Fortify. Has to be in a pretty good spot so far. Still nobody dropping. A lot of the damage coming through though from Enjoyable. Space Esports really putting on a lot of the pressure coming through and pushing Insanity back into their own spawn area. Finally the kills going the way of the team in blue as Space starts to clean up. Yeah, everybody going down here for Insanity, and like we saw on Nepal, a very aggressive attack here from Space. Gets a point quickly, set up, and look for an opportunity to engage all as one team and just slice down the competition. So, looking very solid here. Man Bear Pig with a shatter for Space Esports. Uses it here, but I think it did catch Light Wolf, who's in kind of a tough spot. But they're going to keep him up a little bit. Man Bear Pig actually goes in to finish the job and takes him down, but I think most of that shatter did go directly into the shield of Narcoleptic Wolf. Able to get the kill on Fortify. This is a big pick for them. Now they go in and get the rest on the Light Wolf. So now the advantage swinging the direction of Insanity as they go into point. A pin going through from Narcoleptic. Catches Erwin. It's a coalescence coming out here from Ian Calhoun, and a few of their members already falling. I wonder if this is going to be a well-invested ultimate. As now it's another member of Space dropping. Kills going back and forth, but I actually do think Insanity have a lot of this advantage. Ian Calhoun still here with Fortify. They're just looking to contest and keep that percentage point building. Shatter goes through, catches 2, but they can't capitalize. Leo Markslight now falling as members still continue to drop for Space. Still the point not flipped yet though, so still things going their way. Graviton coming through, but doesn't actually hit anybody. Yeah, Dragon Strike coming through from a distance, and I think just kind of splits a little bit, but it hasn't really gotten a ton there. Enjoyable is able to get a double kill. Member picking out. Ian Calhoun falling down. Finally, just enough members off the point for Insanity to start building percentage of their own. And as they continue cleaning up these kills, starting to look a little bit better, but they have a long way to go as 68% of the point already capped here by Space Esports. Ultimates available here for the blue team, but a few more on deck for Insanity, who you expect to be able to hold this for a little while. The Graviton plus the Dragon Strike, huge for them. We'll see if it comes out in this fight. There you are right there. There's the Graviton looking for a couple, able to catch, 3 there. Solid cleanup from Insanity. Vikes and Liking Freedom just tag teaming over here, getting kills in the feed. Rest of Insanity able to help get some damage in as well. 40% now, and it starts to look a little bit better. Insanity building slowly, still an ultimate in their pockets. They've got the shadow here from Narcoleptic Wolf. Here's the pin coming through. Doesn't quite catch anybody. Look for a second. He might be able to, but now here coming through Shatter in behind the shield. Catches 2 kills and kills. Going the way of Insanity again. Zero Killer Marine on the Brigade, able to answer 1 back. But yeah, just it's all Insanity all the time for the last 2 minutes or so. Well, I guess probably 45 seconds or so. They haven't had the point that long. Zero Killer able to get a pick, but Light Wolf is back on his feet, and Insanity are still at their full numbers, I believe. Narcoleptic by himself completely. Rest of his support's coming back in to keep him up, and I thought for a second that Reinhardt may fall, but Enjoyable has another Rocket Barrage. Combines here with the Graviton, able to catch a couple, and again the kill feed going the way of Insanity. Only ultimate now, Leo Mercs with the Dragon Strike, looking for a chance to use it. They have a little bit of time, as now it's Insanity well in the lead at 88%. But they've got the Graviton Surge from Fortify as well. Manbear Pig with 98% to a Shatter, so definitely do not count out this Space Esports team just yet. Coming directly in, the Shadow goes through, catches 2. Jebsters is down. Liking Freedom in as well, but the kill still going the way of Insanity. Here comes the Dragon Strike straight through the Graviton. That's 4 kills for Mercs in overtime, and Space Esports coming back huge here. Oof, just like that, Insanity though, able to recover, clean up, and they take the first round on Oasis. Lost the battle, but still somehow won the war. Mercs came in, they got the Graviton combined perfectly with the Dragon Strike, but for whatever reason, just could not capitalize in that fight, and Insanity come away with that first win. It's now potential to come back from behind. Space Esports definitely looked like the stronger side going into that first game on Nepal, but Insanity responded well on their map pick, Route 66. Now here on Oasis, 1 win away from taking the series. Leo Mercs now over to a Fair for Space Esports, trying to take that fight directly, but Enjoyable switched off the Fair for this round, now going Tracer. Directly to the high ground, Insanity trying to set up a little bit of room here. Barrage coming in from Leo Mercs. Zero Killer Marine capitalizing quickly for Space, able to take down Liking Freedom, so now the kills go in the way of Space Esports. They're looking to set up on the point quickly like they have in most of these games. Reds comes back up. It's still a 6v6 for both. Narcoleptic in a tough spot, but able to use the shield. It's a double direct onto Jebsters from Leo Mercs to take that Mercy out of the fray. And it looks like Space with a little bit of the advantage here. They've gotten the kills they need. Narcoleptic now falling. Leo doing a fantastic job in the air of just causing issues for Insanity. Liking Freedom drops under a rocket to the dome. Vikes out as well, and Space Esports will take the point first. Vikes with the self-destruct, I believe. Oh no, I think that may have just been mech back, but Vikes over the side regardless. Everyone getting the late pick. Stagger onto that Diva. Insanity having to wait a little bit longer for their full members. Taxi back Light Wolf, bringing Vikes back into the fold. Looking at Zero Killer though with a infrared on the way, trying to get shots in, maybe get a quick pick to offset this fight early, but sees a Soldier. Enjoyable switching over to the Soldier off the Tracer, and now it's causing issues. Directly into the grenade there from the Widowmaker. Zero Killer able to get the kill on Enjoyable, but now dropping via Freedom. So 5v5 as a self-destruct from Vikes goes up in the air. Again, a self-destruct falls flat. Have a hard time getting a little bit of value out of that. Finally, Narcoleptic Wolf, the first casualty in 6 self-destructs over 3 maps, I believe. Mercs with a barrage, able to get the direct onto Jebsters again. Vikes very low, but still trying to cause a little bit of problems. Finally goes out of mech, and Space Esports continue cleaning up these kills. Leo right now on this Pharah is just having a day.
I require healing.
80% now for Space Esports. The attack comes back from Narcoleptic, going to the high ground, trying to take down Zero Killer. They are able to capitalize on that Widow, though. And now it's Leo with a Rocket Barrage, only able to take Vikes out of mech before dropping. I think Insanity might have an opportunity to come back in here. A double Primal Rage up for both sides. Manbear Pig able to get the kill onto Vikes. Rez coming through will get the Diva back into the fight. We'll see if she can get her mech back. Yeah, I think Vike's still up here. Now we're in overtime. Space Esports 99-0 here on the second round of Oasis, and they need this fight to stay in the game. Insanity looking to flip the point back, though. They want this fight. They want it. Got it. And that's, I mean, an opportunity here for Insanity to take it if they're able to hold on to the point, but honestly, 99% is going to be difficult. You often see a lot of 99-99 on this particular round in Oasis, though. So definitely not out of the question. 2 ultimates here for Insanity as they try and hold on to the point. Defensive ultimate plus the tactical visor. So an opportunity here. Use the tactical visor, maybe trying to get out the pharmacy, but gets completely blocked out here by a Man Bear Pig on the Winston, and no kills come of that tactical visor there from it's enjoyable. Light Wolf now down with a Sound Barrier, looking to keep everybody up again. Erwin able to get a boop on a Narcoleptic. The res tries to come in from Jebster, but they can't quite get to it. Now the cooldown's gone. Vike's able to take down Calhoun now with the self-destruct. Still 40% on the board, and Sandy looking like they're getting a few of these kills. Pulse Bomb, they're able to find a support. Now it's, I believe, Man Bear Pig on the Winston with the Primal Rage. Just again, trying to zone out some of the tanks and maybe continue this stall up for Space Esports while the rest of the members come back in. Self-destruct coming through here. Not quite for Fortify. Liking Freedom with a neat double, though, in the feed there. Yeah, and Insanity just completely content to let this fight continue, because the longer it goes, you know, obviously they continue holding on to the point. They're able to get a good amount of staggered kills, and as long as Space doesn't want to retreat from this, I mean, why even let them? You see them still going in for some of these, just trying to really turn the screw in on this team in blue. 70% now for Insanity, and they've been able to come back into this very quickly with a couple well-coordinated kind of attacks and a nice defense here, as Space couldn't really decide how they wanted to come into point and couldn't really divide this team up enough to get this get the control point back. But now, just with 15 seconds, ultimates on deck here for Insanity. Dive coming in immediately from Man Bear Pig and Fortify. Rocket Barrage from Leo Mercs a lot. They'll swap kills there. It's a 5v5. Vikes is out of mech, though, so a little bit of a disadvantage for Space Esports. 95% now. We're almost to double overtime. Pulse Bomb coming through is able to catch enjoyable kills, going the way of Space Esports. They might be able to flip this point back. It's a quarter onto the bank for them. Liking Freedom goes down. The control point just does not want to continue going there. There's a Sound Barrier from Erwin, just try and maybe keep himself alive. Not a lot of members around him. Another Sound Barrier from Light Wolf means we're about just net even for a little bit longer. Now a Tactical Visor in from Enjoyable. See if he can find anything directly into the defense matrix of Fortify, who does have a self-destruct. Yeah, they're not able to get a lot of value out of that Tactical Visor again, and now the kill's going the way of Space. Half of the point cap for Insanity. At some point, they did flip that point back, so Space are in the lead right here. Fortify able to get the kill with the self-destruct. 99 for both sides. Insanity need this to take the series, and Space needed to just stay alive in this game. Erwin getting the kill on his opposite. Insanity so close to be able to flip this point back. Space just need to continue holding on a little bit longer, but they can't quite get the kills. Narcoleptic Wolf up with the Primal Rage finally drops via Mercslot, who's now on the Soldier. Overtime meter begging to drop as soon as Insanity loses representation, and that is it. Space able to tie this back up, and we're going to the final game of the series. And what a round this has been so far from both of these sides. Space Esports coming out quickly on Nepal, able to get that win. Insanity coming back on Route 66, tying it up here in driver's seat. Space Esports backs up against the wall, able to tie up this game on Oasis, and we're one round away from sending one team on and one team to the losers bracket. Mercslot back on the fair. I think it's a good pick for them. Zero Killer Marine trading the Widow for Doomfist. Ferris from both sides now, liking Freedom, not having it anymore, and wants to fight fire with fire, so to speak. Couple directs immediately. Mercslot able to get, or it has a little bit of damage, but it gets a little bit of healing. Liking Freedom does not have the same kind of luxury, though, and drops via the rocket. Kills going the way of Space immediately as Fortify gets in the fold as well. 3 kills down now for Insanity, and I don't know if they'll be able to maintain this fight. Once again, Space Esports taking the point first, and that's one thing that they do really well, is just getting into the point, picking some targets, dropping them quickly, and just so methodically, you start seeing them come up in the feed one by one. Back at it, dogfighting here, Mercs a lot, both pharmacies up. Still a patient approach from Insanity, not really committing just yet, trying to decide which way they want to go around. Boop doesn't quite connect here from Merc's lot up in the air, but now the fight a little bit on the low ground. Liking Freedom able to get his opposite, however. Do not miss that. That's a big pick for them. Now has a lot more free reign to just rain in damage from the top. Fortify with a self-destruct and may use it here. Just continue spacing out the point, but it looks like the kill's going the way of Space Esports immediately. Both Mercies down for either side. A shadow coming through from Narcoleptic Wolf. Catches a couple, tries to get the pin and jumps over the side. That's a feels bad right there. That's tough. Erwin. Oh no, he got booped. I'm so sorry. Narcoleptic, yeah, you got booped off. I didn't want to just say you just jumped backwards. Definitely got booped there, so ended up being a nice play. Obviously, the pin could have been catastrophic for them. He's about to come in and it just booped back. Ended up being a solid play from Erwin. Enjoyable now on the hit scan, but they keep the Pharah though. Liking's very close to a Rocket Rush. We'll see if they switch off of that Pharah after they use that ultimate, but hard to say. Still, ultimates available though for Space Esports, who continue defending. They're already up to 85% again, so there's the Graviton coming through. Both tanks caught, but they didn't really capitalize on it. Fortify able to get a pick though. Kill's going the way of Space, though. I really think they have the advantage here. Liking Freedom back on his feet, though. They needed that because he's got the Rocket Barrage. A chance to use it here. Finds one, but Leo's going to take down his opposite. Kill's going the way of Space. Overtime meter starting to drop. Can anybody come back here for Insanity? They cannot. Space Esports. Moving on. Liking Freedom way back in the first round with the Graviton, Dragon Strike coming through, combined for a couple, and Insanity came out into this game very, very strongly, and you thought at this point, maybe, just maybe, they'd be able to come through and win the series, but not so. A little bit of a trip up there for Space Esports to come back through and win the game. They'll be moving on. We'll have Heckin' Weaves and Cataclysm coming up directly after this, so don't go anywhere. You're watching the PS4 Overwatch Grandmaster Showcase at CGL on Twitch.
Right. This was kind of fun. Gumchat coming in on Temple to do this. Just really honestly heads up warrior play, trying to keep everybody alive, do what he can. Rocket Rush comes out and fades right out of the way. Pops a coalescence, trying to keep those tanks up. Defense goes on hold. And yeah, just really solid warrior play.
Support top plays.
Exactly. Electric Slump coming in. Actually, a lot of Junkrat top plays here. This not even using the tire coming through. Sarge had this game and Boosting Co. Getting the win, like you said, coming in as Junkrat, doing some work. Milkboy, like you mentioned, switch in this game. T9 versus Chaotic. Getting the triple, Boop off the side, Lucio Orisa out of commission, and getting the punch on the Brigitte as well. Milko was looking good. Tank last week, and a DPS Doomfist this week. A lot of fun to watch. Coming in 6, Gaming Sorcerer here. It was a triple bomb coming in from Desert Frost in the Desert Legion Gaming versus Mountains game. Gaming Sorcerer came with a triple right afterwards, cleaned up the point. Mountains and Desert Legion, like I said, go on to tie that game. And the Apollo for Capitalism coming through with a Dragon Blade absolutely dirty, catching a couple of the sound barrier, helping keep him up, and just doing a really solid job there now. Steve's Hundy's insta-lock, looking very good on Diva, comes in with a bomb, catches 3, the work's not done, climbs back to the mech, goes for the Ana up on the high ground, and that's the kind of deep play you like to see. Really solid there. Talked about
Wait, did that bomb come in his bomb?
Yeah, well, you got like 3 of them in the middle of the point. Duck doing the same, catching 3 right in the middle there, and they were going to hold that point right there. Leo, yeah, would lose at round 66, but what can you do? Product Jammer here with DGBR winning over Alacrity and just popped off. It was a quintuple kill to them with the team kill, and the Product Jammer showing off. Milk, fantastic combo here over the top. All Davies had this game. It's an EMP triple tire coming through for Instalock, and yeah, top plays, man. Just top plays.
Welcome back to the Console Gaming League PS4 Overwatch Grandmaster Showcase, and what a game to kick off this tournament. Space Esports taking it 2-1 after a really strong performance on Nepal. Insanity clawed back with a dominant win on Route 66, and then right there at the end, that's what you want to see from both sides. 99-99, point flipping back and forth on Oasis. Space Esports comes away with the win, and they'll move on. And we'll have Heckenweebs and Cataclysm coming up right after this. Do not go anywhere. We've got just more PlayStation 4 Grandmaster Overwatch action for you right after this.